Okay, just starting up for the, obviously practice, qualifying, and the race for this weekend at the Italian Grand Prix. Just setting up the balance, just having a look at what tyre compounds I really want for the weekend.
Hey, good to see you again. The factory sent over the parts that were looking good on the rig. They're being fitted as we speak. Have a look at the report.
So I got to drag up to the third one now. Allow us to be better through the straights. What is it? Haas and Saab are both getting upgrading themselves, so they're getting close to Force India now. Haas are or closer to McLaren as well. Force India, McLaren, Taurus are all quite near. So Haas could be going up the table quite soon if they carry on the development that they're doing.
Good morning. You join us as the final minutes start to tick away before the beginning of practice here in Monza. The teams are working furiously on the cars, making last-minute adjustments before they get out on track. One of the most famous corners here at Monza is the Variante del Rettifiglio, the first corner chicane. It's been the scene of so many first-lap incidents over the years, and I think the teams will be holding their breath, hoping that they make it through that corner cleanly at the start today.
This is such a tricky corner to find the right braking point for. You approach it around 220 miles per hour down the main straight, then scrub off 170 miles per hour in just over 100 meters. It's very easy, therefore, to overshoot and end up driving through the escape road.
Okay, so I'm going to start with track acclimatization and go through all the practice programs to try and get the best score I can to get some more resource points for developing the car. Practice one, I've did everything. I've completed both qualifying and tyre wear on good, and then I got perfect
practice
track
session
acclimatization.
Let's remind ourselves of the top
And I
three,
think that's the best I
who
can
are
get, so I'm just going to
Vettel,
advance to
Bottas,
qualify.
and Nico Rosberg. Practice times are on the board then, but no points are on offer just yet. We'll be back.
So I get quite a few resource points here for all the practice I've done in this one session. Getting everything done really. Session participation for the other two were nothing, obviously.
Guess who made the gossip columns this morning? Everyone's talking about this new rival you have. Check his stats out.
Okay, so we've got a new rival. Oh, which is national rivalry really. Jensen Button is our new rival there, which is pretty good.
Hi, how are you? I'm just passing on your qualifying goals for this weekend.
So we got a qualify ninth as usual. Beat Button, beat Palmer. Usual. Okay, so we're gonna start qualifying. Nice one here. I'm going on to the soft tyre. I think I on the setup just changed down, so I didn't have any more fuel than I needed to get the fastest lap of beat Button and Alonso there, so I don't really need to do much else.
Our best lap so far is
Anyway, I'm in 13th by near the end of that session, so I kind of need to do a bit more in the next one, but I am on soft tyre, so it's not the fastest tyre out there. I can do a lot quicker. But anyway, we get through, including Palmer as well. Palmer get through as well, which is good for Renault there. Anyway, coming across the line near the end of Q2. Anyway, coming across the line, and we go P9 there, which is very good. P10. our teammate there beats us by just a tenth, I think, just maybe nearly 2/10 there, and we just get through to the final shootout, top 10. You know, just trying to get as high as possible. You know, I think this is one of the first times that both runners have got through to to Q3. So showing that we've got good pace around Monza here. Anyway, coming across the line, we go 5th behind Hamilton there by half a second. And at the end of the session, we go out for one final lap, trying to get that best out of it. You know, still behind Hamilton here, so it's showing that. And then we got Bottas. Anyway, we run out of fuel by the end of the session, and I think that's going to be it. Like, actually, if we get into the garage quickly enough, we may be and we can't get back out.
For the race tomorrow, but before
it was very marginal that we could get out, you know. But yeah, we don't, and we come both runners 9 and 10. That's pretty good. We're beating, you know, Force India and stuff like that, who and as well as the McLaren Button here, maybe even his teammates. So beating McLaren there, showing that we have the pace really over cars like in some of the cars in the mid-table, showing we're up there now, and we're not you know, third last car anymore.
Guess who? I've seen the team's expectations for the race, so I thought I'd pass them on and wish you luck. Take care.
Okay, so we've got to qualify, finish 9th, but beat Button, beat Palmer, normal stuff. You know, we are showing the pace to go through the mid-table and beat them. We're 10th, and we're beating, you know, Toro Rosso, One Force India, McLaren and stuff. So it's all right. We're doing well.
The Italians love their cars and they love their racing. And of course, they love it here at Monza. Home race for Ferrari, of course, who've had 18 wins here since 1950. But you know, there's not been so much luck for the locals in the cockpit recently. The last Italian driver to win this race was back in 1966. So what now? I think it's time to make some more history here today. With top speeds in excess of 220 miles per hour, few places can hope to touch Monza's crown as the fastest circuit in Formula One. Hard braking zones going into 3 chicanes make up the majority of the 11 corners on this 3.6-mile circuit. And just in case the slipstream wasn't enough, well, 2 DRS zones will help encourage some close action. It's a very tight turn 1 here and a very big braking zone. It's a corner, Anthony Davidson, where we've seen a number of lap 1 incidents in the past.
As you say, it's a very small piece of track when you have more than just one car trying to go through it. The actual run down towards the chicane is quite wide, so off the start, we'll often see drivers running 2 or maybe 3 abreast as they come up towards the braking zone. Everyone wants to brake late, of course, to win track position, and that tends to be where we see a lot of contact. And you'll see the more experienced drivers kind of hang back a little into here and focus more on picking up the pieces from other people's incidents.
You can run side by side into the Rettifilio, but don't brake too late on these cold tyres or you will hit someone.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he starts from pole position. A very happy Felipe Massa starts second. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Ricciardo, Vettel, Nico Rosberg and Bottas, Raikkonen, Hamilton, Renault and Jolyon Palmer, Perez, Kvyat, Nico Hülkenberg and Grosjean, Gutierrez, Button, Fernando Alonso and Carlos Sainz, Nasser and Ericsson, Pascal Wehrlein and Rio Haryanto completes the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Okay, so it's gonna do the race strategy, take down the fuel to a bit less than what we need. make us faster during the start of the race, and hopefully not run out of fuel at the end, because that just makes us lose so many places that we normally wouldn't. And anyway, on this strategy, it looks like we're going to take, we have to go soft, super soft or whatever, like a 3-stop. And look, it looks like it's quite high tyre wear, really. Anyway, we have to use the medium tyre in this race, so just trying to make sure I use both. And that's looking like probably the best strategy there. Yeah, so we're just under fueling by 1 lap. And anyway, we're just gonna do the formation lap. We're behind, like right behind Hamilton to the right, and then we got Kimi Raikkonen in the Ferrari. So showing that some of the high teams like Mercedes and Ferrari being beaten by the Williams, showing the Williams has pretty good pace around this track. Anyway, coming to the end of this formation lap, and we're going in front of a couple of cars just to try to get our tyres perfectly warmed up. Yeah, it's not going to give us a penalty or anything like that, so we can. Anyway, we need to get a good start, otherwise we got the Force India and our teammate swamping us here. And if we get a good start, if we get in front of Mercedes, we can probably do something with that, trying to get us some positions. Maybe follow him when he does pass us with his speed. But anyway, 5 red lights for the Monza, the Italian Grand Prix actually. But anyway, Kimi Raikkonen gets one of the worst starts I've ever seen, gets absolutely swamped by I think everyone there. I don't get a perfect start, but I get a lot better start than him. But anyway, go down the inside of Hamilton there, and then we got the other Ferrari right to our left, and they have to give back to the position to Hamilton. Go back past, but then the safety guy gets released for a crash or something. I don't know what it was, but Hamilton's not going through me, so I'm going to have to sort of ghost it and then line back through there. Yeah, lap 2 I realised I could probably pit behind safety car, and actually save time and probably get a free pit stop really. Anyway, no one else is coming in really, meaning we are not going to get blocked off by anyone. 2.5, it's an alright pit stop really. And then we got Rio Haryanto on the mediums coming in front of us on this thing. Anyway, back on the track, just in front of Ericsson, which is very good. Any positions we can kind of keep, the better. But anyway, Kimi Raikkonen back here in his Ferrari, showing that actually when we got past him, he may have had a crash. Him going that side, like kind of like a thing in Singapore, when Max Verstappen's going very slowly, the Force India of Hulkenberg got actually flung into the wall because Toro Rosso shouldn't get past him, and because he was going too slow, and they couldn't really brake, so they had to kind of do avoiding action. And I think that may have happened here, like where they just get into the braking zone on that left-right chicane at the start, just not able to, you got going like 3 or 4 wide probably because of how slow he is, and maybe just hitting each other. Okay, so we're just trying to warm up the tyres as much as possible. It's like so here we're about to resume racing, and anyway, Vettel's back here. It's not even Kimi Räikkönen, it's Vettel who's right back here with us. But anyway, Ericsson and stuff behind us, I don't know. But anyway, we kind of get off at a bad start. A lot of oversteer there, just not able to get the power down. So anyway, people go into the pits there, which is very bad for them. Anyway, I see ahead, Alonso and Vettel going wide here. Anyway, just dive bombing down the inside really. Vettel has a big lockup. I don't know how he didn't crash into someone there. But anyway, Rio Haryanto, I don't know what is he doing there. He just comes across us there, our like front wings, like basically where his back wheel was, and it's very dangerous race to come in. Coming down the inside of Rio Haryanto, go down the inside as well as Alonso. Getting two with one stone, just both of them leaving the door open for me, and I just get down the inside there, and Vettel is getting held up by Pascal Wehrlein, and now our drag and stuff and our downforce on this car is shining through and get the power down a lot quicker than even the Ferrari on that turn. It may have just been because he's behind a Manor, but it worked quite well. Gutierrez here at the end of the straight, we're going to catch right up to him, nearly going to the back of him. He's going so slow in that Haas car. He's actually just had some upgrades, so I was really hoping he didn't actually just come into the pits, but we're having a good battle here, just going through the corners together. Anyway, Vettel, once he gets past Pascal, he's showing his pace here, catching back up as we're fighting. Anyway, Buttons next, and he's going, we catch him quite quickly, and we go down the inside on this chicane, kind of like Alonso, we just do the same thing. And then Grosjean is next, and we're having a good battle with these Haas cars on the final bits of this race. And look, he's still keeping with us in this slipstream. He may be able to take me down the inside here, but he doesn't, he didn't decide to. But anyway, on this straight, he goes down the inside. I have to give him the room. I'm just trying to keep my speed up for the straight, and I do. I managed to just keep my speed there without going off, and I put it down back in stand, I realised I'm going to get past him. And anyway, we're having a good battle here with him, Roman Grosjean. We're going to be on the mediums next, so Grosjean comes in the pit there, I think. And now Perez comes in, and we're first, so showing we got quite a good pace. We've got quite a big lead over, I think Hamilton is the next person who can really challenge for this, for that win when they come into the pits. And there's quite a big train of people actually with Hamilton involved in that train, so they probably will hold up each other a bit, hopefully. Anyway, do the pit stop, and we go out, and Hamilton gets past us, obviously. And I think just there he said rain in 10 minutes time.
One stop to go, one stop left in this strategy.
Anyway, them cars nearly literally hitting us as we come out there. They're literally tapping with, I think that's Fiat there. And we're just getting past Roman Grosjean and Rosberg. We're going 3 wide here, and then we get past them all. Luckily,
0.6 seconds.
We just have to take that corner as quickly as possible just to get out of the way of the cars around us in case there's something wrong. And we come back out in third behind Perez and Hamilton. Well, we're getting to first here after passing them. And then look at this, Hamilton just coming back at us with his pace, and we go off wide a bit. It's just slowing us down there really. And he's on the better tyre really. And look at this, he should get a penalty for that, going off the track there. Very much going off the track, just going on the side there. Just there's a solid white line there. He should be getting a penalty for that, but I don't think he does, honestly. And he just comes back on. You know, I wasn't really obstructing him. There's enough room on this track for 2 cars going down side by side. But he just decided to go off and go on to a bit that isn't the track, which I find that I don't get why he didn't get a penalty or something for that.
Positive.
But anyway, here a car blow out. We got another car, you know, going out of the race, the McLaren, and another safety car. And we see here we got rain, so it's basically who pits, who makes the best pit stop or whatever, who makes the best decisions on the intermediates. If we do, will it be faster than the dry tyres for the rest of this race? Will the intermediates pace be worth the about 23 seconds or something now it is for a pit stop? Anyway, coming out here, we come out in 4th, which is pretty good, really. Come out in 4th, and really, I'm so glad now that the rain has got a lot worse than everyone's came in, except from Hulkenberg for intermediates. Hulkenberg's probably going to have to, look, he's going so slowly, even under safety car conditions. I'm just getting ready, because I can literally just put my foot down and beat him. We're going 100 miles per hour, it's nothing in an F1 car, and so he comes into the pits there for a restart, which is a very bad decision from him. And Hamilton's right behind us with Perez, and they all get past us there on that straight, and literally Verstappen wants to get past as well, but we get back past Verstappen. And as you see, on these intermediate conditions, I'm not very good. In the last few laps, Hamilton and Perez get first, second, and then to the line, Verstappen, I don't know where he beat us, I don't think he did. No, we got third, so he didn't beat us, but very close. I think one more lap, both of them, Kimi Räikkönen and Verstappen, would have got past us there.
A great win then for the Mercedes team today. And I have to wonder, Anthony Davidson.
Yeah, we had a lot more race pace around that track then. We had qualifying pace, which showed we could really race and the tyres in the intermediate conditions. You know, we made our strategy work with the 2 safety cars that came out, and we had a chance to win. And Jolyon Palmer comes 9th, which is very good for the Renault. Both getting points, which is very good for us.
Coming out now to collect their trophies. It's yet more silverware to take back to their base in
Perez also showing his pace in the Force India with the conditions in the track, showing that he also Hamilton was like a place in front of me, so we both showed that we made the best strategy calls, all 3 of us really, because we weren't even in the top 5, all 3 of us, I don't think, unless Perez was, which I don't think so. Showing that it's very much about strategy, about the 2 safety cars that came out, and how you dealt with that.
The World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. It's a good result for Nico Rosberg, who extends his advantage at the top of the championship. Moving on to the driver of the day
Rosberg and Bottas, who both were very much in front of us at the start there,
wherever he is,
were
team
quite low
in,
down. You know,
is he not
Verstappen
just
losing
brilliant?
places,
He'll
Kimi
give you a
Räikkönen
performance
gaining
every
places
time,
there.
just like he's done today.
Ricardo,
And now let's
Vettel,
take a
both
look
at
at
the
the
points.
constructors' standings.
Um,
We saw a dip in form from the championship leaders
I think
today.
Button there
Their lead has taken a
also
significant
made.
blow.
Also, I think
While
that he was
Renault
the
move up
McLaren
the
that went
table
out,
with another strong performance this weekend.
showing that
Well, what a weekend that has been. Please
he
join us next time
just
for another thrilling
he just blew up his
installment.
engine really and kind of ruined his race. All the hard work he kind of put in to trying to beat safety cars and stuff, and it's just for that to happen would be very bad for you, because you just lose out on. Oh, there's no point really trying from the start if your engine just blows up mid-race. Anyway, I did not finish, so we get quite a few. He only gets basically 1 point from that. So we gain a big advantage in the rivals. We also make sure that with the team. We're still first driver over target or whatever, and we have some points that we can now use, which I don't know what I'm going to use on. I'm going to use it on the drag again, so we basically got no drag for the next race, which will be Singapore, and I'll see you there.